Hey everybody, welcome back to another video on today. I know it's been a minute, but I'm back. If you guys haven't already, be sure to check out the last video I posted. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy this video, be sure to like the video and leave me a comment down below. But today we're going to talk about, is this a spiritual attack? And this is by Jerry Flowers. He said, your decisions are pregnant. When we do things, it's not that God is adding something to our life because of your choice. The choice was already pregnant. So whatever decision you have made is already done. You can't undo the decision you made, right? Your decisions are pregnant with the potential to give birth to a season. So whatever decision you make, it doesn't only affect you, it affects others around you. And certain decisions you make can keep you in a particular season for a while, because of the decisions you made. So y'all be careful and just continue to seek God. He said, I have to make decisions that are for my destiny. So if the decision you're making and you feel like that it's not going to help you grow, then you need to come up with a part B. Because whatever decisions you make, it doesn't only affect you, it affects others around you. And sometimes us as people, we kind of hold ourselves back from moving to the next season of life. He said, I have to make decisions that are for my destiny versus the decisions that keeps me in places longer than I have to be. Because our life is filled with two things. He said, God moments and demonic traps. He said our life is filled with two things, God moments and demonic traps. What is a demonic trap? It is a spiritual ambush dressed up as an opportunity that is desired to kill, steal, and destroy something from your life. You guys, after I listened to this sermon, I was amazed. I was just like, oh my God. I watched this sermon at the right time because I needed to hear this. Lately, I've been trying to find me a new job, right? And the outcome of looking for the job is I've been getting denied. Every job I applied for, I've been getting denied. He said, a demonic trap is a spiritual ambush dressed up as an opportunity that is desired to kill, steal, and destroy something from your life. Y'all continue to watch. Like I said, if you're new to this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It's dangerous to chase opportunities because you end up in traps. Now, y'all got to remember what he said about the demonic traps. He said, when you live in purpose, opportunities will find you. When you're walking in that path God has put you in, you won't have to search for opportunities because it's going to come to you. Like the scripture says, your gifts will make room for you. So whatever gifts God has blessed you with, you need to identify what you're good at and continue to work towards it. He says, when you're out of purpose, you have to search for opportunities. And when he said this, I'm just like, whoa, my mind is blown. Because I've been dealing with some things for the last couple months, you guys. And when I heard this sermon, I'm just like, Lord, you are speaking to me through him. He said, God moments reveals a glimpse and gives you instructions about your next while you're still in your now. Meaning when you have those God moments, when it's just you and God, God will show you some things. While you're going through whatever you're going through, of your next while you're in your now. So while you're in the waiting season, God will reveal certain things from your now while you're waiting. He said, this is an example. He said Moses was in the burning bush. God gave him a glimpse, mean a little bit. He gave him a glimpse of instructions for his next while he was still in his now. Continue to pray to God. Continue to seek understanding. And continue to work towards whatever you're praying for. Continue to work towards it. He also said, Abraham. Okay, so God told Abraham to get out of his father's house. A place that he was just so comfortable in that he didn't want to leave. I remember me staying with my mom and my father, and I was just so comfortable being there. But I knew eventually I was going to have to leave, because sometimes we get too comfortable in a certain place. And when God is telling us to move, we don't move when he tells us. But he said, God told Abraham to get out of his father's house, leave this country, and go to a place. God will make you a great nation. So God told Abraham, I need you to move. I need you to leave from your father's house, a place that you're comfortable in. So I need you to leave this place so I can make a great nation for you. Okay. He said, God said there are going to be decisions that are going to come before you. But before you move, before you make the decision, come here, get some wisdom. There are opportunities that are going to come before you this year. It may come in the mid-August, September, October. Before the end of the year, some opportunities are going to come. He said, but before you get there, I'm going to prepare you for the next. So God is preparing you. I'm not sure who is watching this video, but God is preparing you for your next while you're in your now. Wisdom is the secure deposit for your destiny. You got to have wisdom. You got to have faith. I know things may don't look how God told you, but you got to trust in God's plan. He said, I'm trying to give you this wisdom because you don't know what's coming. God is speaking to some of your hearts right now. And he needs you to be obedient. If God is telling you to move, move. How does Satan get to our... Okay, so how does Satan get us to waste our time? He does it in cycles. He does it in cycles, you guys. Satan can't create. All he can do is intimidate. He can intimidate you. Satan can't construct your tomorrow, but he believes if he gets you in a cycle, the cycle will construct your tomorrow. Satan gets you to waste time by getting you in a cycle. He tries to play with your mindset. He tries to tell you, or you're not going to come out this situation. Where's your God when you need him? He attacks your mindset. So he gets you in this cycle. One moment you're good, then the next moment you're starting to get confused. You're starting to get depressed because you're like, Lord, I prayed for this. Why isn't it not happening? So Satan, he will get you in these cycles. And God has granted you as the CEO of your time. You have freedom to decide what you're going to do with your time. God tells us what to do with it. And some of y'all are wasting your time. You're going partying. You're messing around with, people. that God has told you, to leave. You need to manage your time. One thing about life I know is you cannot get time back. So make sure you're using your time wisely. Continue to pray to God. And make sure you're doing whatever He has told you to do with your time. He said time management is a stewardship. So make sure you're managing your time, you guys. He said, don't fall into the trap of business. Don't fall into the trap of business. Okay, hold on. He said, don't fall into the trap of busyness versus effectiveness. Some of you guys may be busy, but you're not being effective. The older you are, you understand how much time you had wasted. So the older you get, you're going to realize, well, man, God gave me all this time while I was waiting and I wasted it. So if God is sitting you down in this season, pray to Him, pray for understanding, pray for wisdom. Keep praying until He responds. You're called to be salt. Why are you budging sugar? He said, until you know what you're supposed to do in your time, you risk wasting your time when you know what you're supposed to do with your time. You can label what is a waste of time. So if God has told you what to do with your time, then do it. Now, if you're not sure what you're supposed to do with your time, like I say, continue to pray to God, continue to seek wisdom. But if you know what you're doing with your time, He said, you can label what is a waste of time. Anytime you keep seeing the same thing, it's an indicator that you're in a cycle. If you see the same thing continue to happen in your life, then you're in a cycle. If you keep having the same attitude and it's a different day, it's the same kind of man, but a different name, then it's a cycle. You will be able to tell someone how you got out of poverty. It's your testimony. But the textbook is your God. Keep going. Real soon, will be able to share your testimony with the world. How you got out of poverty. How God had came into your life and showed up at the right time. Spiritual warfare is a cycle. The continuing sequence of choosing, the continual sequence of choosing entertainment over assignment. Some of you guys would rather be entertained than do the will of God. And you wonder why you're still in that same season, because you're wasting your time. Y'all, continue to pray to God. Continue to seek wisdom. Continue to seek understanding. I'm not saying that every day is going to be easy. I'm not saying that some days are not going to be harder than others. But if God has shown you some things, or if He has spoke to your heart about your purpose, your calling in life, make sure you're being obedient and you're doing what He has told you to do, because you cannot get the time back that you have wasted. Some of you guys are closer than you think to breakthrough, but you're rather choose entertainment over your assignment. Stay focused on God. If you're watching this video and you're new to this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave me a comment down below and like the video, you guys. I'm just doing what God has called me to do. Encourage his children, even when I'm needing encouragement. When I encourage you guys, I encourage myself as well to keep going and keep my faith in God. You guys be blessed.